Hi, welcome to my AP Macroeconomics last minute video. I am a high school student who has got a 5 in AP Macro exam, and I'm currently making more videos to cover major topics of the AP Macro curriculum. In this video, I'll cover the basics of economics and supply and demand. So the first thing is, what is economics? Economics, by definition, is a social science that studies how resources are used and is often concerned with how resources can be used to their fullest potential. This is a bit confusing, so I'm introducing some concepts now. There are resources, factors of production, scarcity, and opportunity cost. A resource is anything that can be used to produce a good or service, and this includes almost everything in the world. In economics, every resource can be categorized into one of these three types, called factors of production: land, labor, and capital. Land doesn't include only the piece of land. It also includes any natural resources above or below ground, such as plants, oil, gas, and minerals. Labor consists of all human activities that are productive, including our physical and intellectual work, and effort put into any production of goods and services. A construction worker building a house and a teacher teaching students are both considered labor. Capital is a productive equipment or machinery. This can be warehouse, building, screwdriver, computer, and more. While scarcity means individuals must allocate limited resources to satisfy their needs. Humans are greedy. Our desire is unlimited. Everyone wants unlimited resources to produce as many things as possible. But this is infeasible. Every kind of resource is limited, like clean water, crude oil, forest, land, and even labor. So we have to figure out a way to allocate all resources we have, land, labor, and capital, to everyone in the economy, in a smart way, that we find the best place and best amount of resources to put on each individual's hand to produce as many goods and resources we can. So, go back to the definition of economics. In economics, we just want to find out where the resources will work best and give us the biggest yield of goods and services in order to achieve the fullest potential of resources. Also, macroeconomics has the word macro in it, so we can tell that macroeconomics studies whether a nation is allocated its resources in an efficient manner. It is the opposite of microeconomics, that focuses on one individual, household, or firm and analyzes its use of resources. Last but not least, opportunity cost is the amount of one good that must be sacrificed to obtain an alternate good. This is limited number of resources in an economy, for example, flour. We have only one bag of flour, so we can either make a loaf of bread of a pizza. We can only make one, but not the other one, at one time, because we don't have two bags of flour. So the opportunity cost is the cost of sacrificing something, for example, pizza, to gain another thing, like a loaf of bread. And here, the opportunity cost of making one computer is from 0 to 1 is 84 minus 78, which is 6 textbooks. How about if we make one more computer. The opportunity cost would be 78 minus 72, which will be 6 textbooks again. And you can calculate it by using this method, so on and so on. The concept of opportunity cost brings out the production possibilities frontier, the PPF. PPF is a curve and is just a visual presentation of the opportunity cost of pre-products like this table on the right. The PPF curve is downward sloping. With limited resources, the economy can only make less product A to make more product B. Any point on the graph shows any combinations of producing two goods with using all resources in the economy. Any point on the PPF curve is the most efficient combination that uses all resources like labor, and it means there's no unemployment in this economy. A, B, and C are examples of points that utilizes all the resources. While any points within the PPF curve is not the most efficient, although it's achievable. It underutilizes resources and cannot produce as many goods that they can and supposed to make, and shows the economy has unemployment. One example would be point X. Any point outside of the PPF curve is unachievable, given current resources and technology. The PPF can shift outwards if there's more resources, productivity, or more advanced technology to help improve the production of these two goods. When PPF shifts outwards, from the original one to the outer one, when the PPF shifts outwards enough and covers unachievable points, these points become achievable. Keep in mind, unemployment in the economy decreases as the economy moves closer to the PPF, but unemployment does not shift the PPF curve. Absolute advantage is the ability for economy A to produce something more efficiently than the other economy. The economy that produces more parts C than the other economy always has an absolute advantage in product C. If economy A can produce 100 cars but economy B produces like 50 cars, economy A will have an absolute advantage in producing cars. So in this example, country B makes 35 cars instead of country A's 30 cars, which is more. So country B will have an absolute advantage in making cars. We look at trucks. Country B makes 21, but country A makes only 6. So country B makes more trucks than country A, and therefore country B has an absolute advantage in making trucks. Comparative advantage is the ability for economy A to produce something with lower opportunity cost than economy B. So in the circles, we can see that country A has a lower opportunity cost in making cars than country B, while country B has a lower opportunity cost in making trucks than country A. So the country A has a comparative advantage in cars, and country B has a comparative advantage in trucks. Also, two economies should trade and can benefit if they each have relatively lower opportunity costs. At the same time, they should each specialize in making the product they have the comparative advantage in. So in this example, country A should make cars and country B should make trucks, and they should each trade. There's two types of economic systems: command economy and market economy. In command economy, governments controls all resources and allocates resources to produce goods and services that the government wants to, by following an economic plan that's made by the government. While the market economy has a mechanism that allows buyers and sellers to exchange goods and services called the invisible hand. All actions of buying and selling of any individuals in the market moves the supply and demand a little bit and changes the price of goods. The economy is run by the market, not by the government. Price, supply, and demand of goods and services are also determined by the market, not the government, resulting in a higher allocative efficiency than the command economy. Still, no nation in the world is purely a market economy or a command economy. There are mixed economy, and they mix these two systems together. In AP Macroeconomics, we focus on market economy, and this is the circular flow model of the market economy. Just remember this picture. There are two multiple choice questions on it.